And there is Turki Alashikh as he gives his take, puts his foot down on the idea of 15 round fights in the future. Okay. And I have to remind everyone 15 rounds in compared to 12 rounds, there is a difference. There's a huge difference. Okay. And the reason for the difference, the reason for the stoppage, I believe it was in 1982. Was primarily due to concerns about severe brain injuries sustained by fighters, most notably after the tragic death of Korean boxer Kim Duk-koo, who died following a 15-round fight against Ray Boom Boom Mancini, leading to the decision to shorten the championship bouts to 12 rounds to minimize the risk of prolonged damage in the ring. Okay, so after that particular loss or tragic loss of Mr. Kim, they started doing a lot of research, okay, increased awareness of brain trauma, okay, and it has been researched that from the shift from 15 rounds to 12 rounds, the distance for the fights have been controversial. There have been studies which shows the brain becomes more susceptible to damage after the 12th round. Moreover, it has been argued that the 15-round distance greatly increases the risk of dehydration and exhaustion. Okay, so they decided to shift it to 12 rounds because of that. And I have to absolutely agree, because whatever protects the fighter is what is I think that's the main thing. Not the winners, not the losers. No, who goes home safe to the families? Who goes home the safest to the families? You know, and now I just think of all the people in the history continuum that has already did 15 rounds hundreds of times. You know, Ali and Norton and Holmes and Foreman and Frazier and Johnson and, you know, Lewis and, you know, Joe Louis, not Lennox Lewis, and, you know, Jersey Joe Walcott and Ezra Charles and, you know, Floyd Patterson and Sonny Liston and, you know, Rocky Marciano. The list goes on and on and on. And the good thing is that Turki Alashikh has implemented rules besides demand. Because a lot of times when people give us these type of fights, they're normally so involved in the tunnel vision of doing so, they forget the key aspects of certain prime KPIs, key performance indicators of safety. Okay, so safety is very important when we're dealing with fighters. You want the fighters healthy. You want the fighters to go home and enjoy their wealth. You don't want them to be like some kind of broken down instrument just for people's entertainment. You want them actually to be better, to feel better, to honor what they've done, to realize the accomplishments of their own craft, because they are the ones that are on the spotlight. They are the ones that's giving us the show. Okay, so I'm glad that Turki Alashikh has taken this, you know, and also it's good to know why 15 rounds is not around no more. You know, but the question I asked, like, who in the hell wants 15 rounds again? So someone had to bring that back up. Now, this is what I would say, okay? As opposed to 15 rounds, no, it doesn't have to be 15, but if you were going to, if they were going to change anything, in my opinion, okay, this is my counterpunch, it would be one more round if it was a majority draw, if it was a draw, if it was an even fight going through 12 rounds, then I can understand, okay, let's fight that one more round to see where it is at that point. That would probably make more sense, but never 15. No, because we never want to get to that point. But it is the point I have to keep hitting home after 12. So it's more than just what happens to damage. If you are fatigued or dehydrated, for one, if you're fatigued, you're not going exhaustion, you're not going to perform anyway. You're more likely to get hit when you are exhausted because you're so tired. Okay, so that's a problem by itself. Okay, and if you're dehydrated, that means you lack the fluids that you need to continue through those 13th, 14th, and 15th, those 3 rounds. So all of those are bad. So you can't even move around. You're so tired, and you don't even have the fluids in you anyway to do so. So yeah, those are double negatives. So I'm glad that Turki Alashikh has put his foot down and just shut that down before it even becomes a thing, because people do like to throw back and pull old stuff out that they think that could work nowadays and forget why we've changed it in the first place. Okay? There are reasons why, as we explained. You guys tell me what you think of Turki Alashikh putting his foot absolutely down to the ground to stop the idea of any idea of a 15-round return. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch.